Not MTash here, TTVE_thing. We're live almost every single day. Chat say hi back. YouTube say hi. I want to make this abundantly clear because you're going to see a couple Genshin videos on the timeline. I loved Fontaine. I think Fontaine is possibly, I think it's one of the best gacha stories told, maybe excluding Limbus Company, right? So I really, really loved Fontaine, and I was a massive Hoyo shill. And then they absolutely just dropped the ball, made false promises, and Natlan served up to be the biggest piece of dog shit of all time. And so I would always be like everyone else, and I would overlook the bad things about Genshin, but I would overlook it because I loved the game, and I loved my community, and I loved the friends, and then of course I started shitting on it, and now everyone hates me, and so like before people are like, oh, you know, well, you just shit on the game 24/7. Like, well, if you really go look at back at my old content, which I don't take down, like my old content is still here, man. Like there's videos of on Genshin Impact that I've edited over 100+ hours. Like, bro, like I was really a Hoyo show, you know? Couple Destiny 2 videos here and there, but like, hey man, like it was literally just Genshin. It was Genshin, it was HSR. Like I was stuck. I even got into Honkai Impact 3. Like I was in that Hoyo sphere for such a long time, and I was like, you know, this shit just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks, you know? And all the people say, like, well, don't do drama, you know, I hate drama. It's like, well, you edit a video for 100 hours, it gets 1K views, and I sit here and shit on Genshin Impact, and it gets 10K views. Clearly someone likes it. Also, good morning, Murder. Fontaine was peak and Penacony was peak, but they let themselves... Well, I'll get to Penacony. I don't think Penacony was that peak, but I think Fontaine was definitely peak. So, but that being said, let's get into Glaivekiyo's video.
Are you watching Genshin-kun? Wuthering Waves on Nichan is showing me a good time. Alright, so Genshin Impact...
Yo, what the hell? Oh my god, wait, what?
Are you watching Genshin-kun? Wuthering Waves on Nichan is showing me a good time. Alright, so Genshin Impact put out a survey a few weeks ago, and I figured, hey...
Nah, bro, Genshin's better than Wuwa. I take it back. I take it back. Genshin beat Wuwa. Glaive single-handed. I'm gonna hit that with a hard.
Hey, maybe
dislike.
they actually want feedback for once. Now, I'm not saying I expect Hoyoverse to actually listen, because let's be real.
You misspelled Hoyoverse, by the way.
This is the same company that took 3 years to add a second claim all button. Players had been requesting a simple claim all button for Expedition since launch, but it took Hoyoverse until version 3.2, 3 years later, to finally implement it. But hey, since they're asking so nicely to me, and Brand Online did say that we finally have the opportunity to make meaningful changes, I'm going to straight up give it to them. I used to be a proud Hoyo shill myself, but after watching...
I will never let this go. I will always say this over and over again. I hate the fact that I've been absolutely shitting on the talent and boss mat systems for the past couple months, and everyone tells me I'm being a hater and I'm being a Kurobot. And the second they drop a survey about it, and Bran and everyone else says that, oh, you know, guys, this is gonna change, then everyone's like, yeah, you know what? I think it's a problem. But it wasn't a problem 3 months ago. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, again, the community, nothing will ever change because the community just fucking villainizes everyone. It's like, fuck me, man. Like, you guys are just fucking pathetic. But so is Glaive. We have to dislike the video. I love Glaive. I'm sorry.
Wuthering Waves come out swinging with actual quality of life features. Watching Zenless Zone Zero do so much better. Watching Honkai Star Rail going back on their predatory practices. And all of this stuff that Genshin still refuses to implement.
Can't argue that.
Face the truth.
It was a good tone, Def. Good
It
morning,
should be better. But right now, it is coasting. And if Hoyoverse thinks that they can sit back and do nothing while other games innovate, they've got another thing coming. So dear Hoyoverse, if you're listening, and you should be, let's talk about the absolute bare minimum fixes that should have been in the game years ago. Look, I get it. Game development is hard, but these are...
That doesn't mean you're a Hoyo show, Winter, right? So, like, that's not a big deal. Not gonna lie, call me a Hoyo show, whatever, but I think Natlan was, but I don't think Natlan was ever going to be good, and I still have hope. I just think that's your own perception, and there's nothing wrong with having your own perception or your own thought process. But, listen, man, you can have hope. Again, like, I don't really care if you feel some type of way. Like, no one's gonna intrinsically shit on you. I think the problem comes in when you think that there is no issue, right? So the reason why that statement isn't that bad off rip is because you kind of already admitted that Natlan's pretty ass, right? You're like, hey, I didn't expect it to be good. So you're kind of saying, like, yeah, Natlan's pretty shit. You can have hope, and that's fine. I don't have hope anymore in these games. I don't have hope in Hoyo. I think all Hoyo games are destined to fail. And I was even defending ZZZ a couple months ago, like a month or two ago, right? Dawi-sama's gonna cook something. Yeah, like I was defending ZZ a couple months ago about the Doom posting, and I was like, let's be hopeful. But I'm not gonna lie to you, my hope has absolutely gone down after this HSR 3.2 stuff. Right? They're supposed to buff these characters, and then they drop these most broken units in the game. It's just I have no faith, I have no hope. Genuinely.
Aren't massive world
There's
altering
nothing wrong if you
changes.
do.
These are basic fundamental features that literally every other modern gacha game has figured out. If Zenless Zone Zero, a game made by the same company, has some of these fixes, then what's Genshin's excuse?
True,
First of all,
mate.
is the
True.
skip button for dialogues. The year is 2025. And
Yo, Van, good morning. Wuma, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, both.
Genshin
How you
still
feeling?
doesn't have a skip button for a dialogue. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Visual novels let you skip dialogue, and their entire gameplay is a dialogue.
Thank you.
Every player wants this.
Thank you.
The only people
Oh
against
my
it
God.
are those who haven't suffered through an NPC monologue about how Timmy's pigeons actually symbolize Mondstadt's fragile economy. Oh wait.
Fuck Timmy and fuck them pigeons on God, bro. The people who are in defense saying you do not need a skip button, oh, well, you're just going to not know about the story and then you're going to complain on Twitter. Who the fuck cares, bro? Why would you not give players an option? It's all about just giving players a fucking option, brother. It's insane. If Tears of Themis says Teletubbies, why can't Genshin? Why can't Genshin? Why can't Genshin? It's just so cringe, man. It's so cringe. This whole game should be a second downward trend. Definitely fuck them pigeons, bro. Fuck them pigeons on God. But yeah, but it's just like, bro, like ZZZ has a skip button. Like they could implement it, but they won't. They won't because there's no content in these patches. You know. What's good, Tab community? Good morning. Good morning. My keywords broke from playing Genshin. Yeah, there's a lot of people that genuinely think games with skip buttons have bad story. Those people are fucking stupid, sir. But I'll wait till the recording. Gotcha. I think it's because those people are stupid, sir. It's straight up just because they're dumb, you know?
Hey, it's not even that important. So why can't I skip it?
Exactly,
Zenless Zone
Uma.
Zero
Exactly.
has it.
You don't need a skip button to skip it. People still skip it. You just make their lives a lot easier if you add it, you know?
HSR says that they're gonna add it. Wuthering Waves has it. Oh, and actually, Wuma even goes a step further by providing a story summary when you skip, so you never actually miss important details. Here's the kicker. If a game adds a skip button and everyone skips the same scenes, maybe that's a sign that the writing isn't as engaging as they think. Wild concept, I know. And that acts as a mini survey, you know, a mini information giver to the company to judge whether a story is actually good or not. If it's good, then they'll do more of it. If it's not good, if it's bad, if a lot of people skip it, then maybe they should tone back on it. And before anyone says, but the story is important, you don't understand the lore. Mavuika is not just a motorcycle rider, she's actually a depressed Archon. Like, yes, of course. But forcing people to sit through slow, unskippable dialogue doesn't make them care more about the story. It just makes them resent it. A skip button forces devs to actually write better narratives. Because now, if people skip, it's on them. It's not forced on engagement. And then we got the Catherine tab for remote daily commissions. I mean, let's talk about the dailies, right? The thing that you do every day if you...
Dude, the fact that you still have to go to Catherine is the dumbest fucking thing of all time, bro. I'm so tired of that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't be bothered playing that game. Like, I'm gonna play the game today to shit on the event because I tried it a little bit. But yeah, it's absolutely the most dumb. It's the most dated second gen gacha, right? It's really dated video game. I don't know how no one sits down and is like, oh, maybe we should update this. Like, maybe we should change this. Most BS excuse the characters because of the lore. What a BS. It's insane. What's the most dated? Probably ZZZ and Wuwa. It was great in 2020. But the lore doesn't matter, bro. You know nothing about your fucking twin, man. I'm sorry. If the lore mattered, you would have known. You know what I'm saying? It's insane. Actually, my dailies are Genshin not on quest. I used to once I get all 4 quests, the feature's good. Yeah, but you have to go. You still have to go back to Catherine. You physically still need to go to Catherine. Why do I need to go to Catherine every single times? You know, both games are amazing. I agree with you exactly, 100%.
You want primo gems, and after that, you still have to manually run to Catherine.
Oh, so yeah, no stamina excess, insane.
To claim your rewards. Why? What is this weird obsession with making players teleport just to talk to an NPC? You already know we did the commissions. Just give us the rewards. ZZZ, HSR, and Wuma lets you claim your dailies directly from the menu. No extra steps, no waste of time. And no, this isn't about being lazy. It's about respecting players' time. If your game demands daily engagement, then the least you can do as a company is not make it feel like it's a chore. The access to bypass 4-star event weapons. Now this one actually blows my mind. In Genshin Impact, event exclusive 4-star weapons. If you miss them, they're gone forever, never to return. Just like your dad, just like your ex-girlfriend, just like your money. You can literally never.
First of all, that was disrespectful. Albedo didn't have a best in slot weapon for 4 years until Shiori came out. Like, I want you to, like, really think about that. Like, Albebo, Cinnabar Spindle was gone And the only way that you could get the new best in slot weapon is if you pulled on Shiori's banner and lose 2 fate points and get it. That's horrible. That's fucking insane. I don't know how you defend that. Just like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Nah, bro, he's right there. Chill with that. Chill with that. He's right there. We could just have Wolfo adventures. I didn't know my connection. Blah blah blah. I tried going back to Genshin, but the collecting Wish 2 dungeon made me quit immediately. It's just like, bro, it's just bad design. It's just bad game design. Like, it's just objectively bad game design. There's nothing positive about it. Again, the whole point of creating a game and the way you incentivize people to spend more money is by giving them more options of things to do. You want to overwhelm them with a million things, but you just give them options of way to obtain certain things, or just straight out outright buy an event weapon. I would be okay if they said, and I don't think this is the best solution. I absolutely don't think it's the best solution, but I think this is a solution. Hey, you missed this event weapon? $20. You want it? You want to R5 it? $50. I think there should definitely be still the way you could do the quest to get it, but that will never happen, of course. But at least you can monetize it. You can literally make money off of it, right? Saddest day of my life is farming a 270 ER set for brand as a free to play. I didn't do one tempo season more Tefi. Not C0, but C1 Peeb. 7, brother. I'm starting to hear that. Every gacha gives credit to Hoyo is taking Apex. Oh, 100%. I still play Genshin. Compared to all the other gachas, definitely feels the slowest in terms of accessibility and quality of life. Yeah, it's the most gatekeepy in terms of actually it's the most gatekeepy in terms of actually like letting people play the game, right? It's really bad.
Obtain them again, which makes no sense because they're not even 5-star limited weapons. Honkai Star
morning,
lets you
DJ.
bypass the event
Morning,
weapons
Aspen.
with
Good morning,
in-game
Bike. Good morning,
currency.
boys.
But
Good morning, good
Genshin,
morning.
if you didn't get the weapon during its event, you're out of luck.
You're
Hope you
cooked.
weren't building a character 3 years late, and it's the fact that the 4-star event weapons are actually meta in the future, like the
They
Festering
are.
Desire, for example.
Yeah.
And it's not like Hoyoverse can't fix this. They could
Yep.
easily add past 4-star event weapons to
morning,
Paimon's
Chuck. Good morning,
bargains
good morning, good
instead
morning,
of
brother.
whatever Black Cliff Sword or Claymore or whatever that is
100%.
nobody's buying. But no,
100%.
no logic, just FOMO.
Just let me
These
buy
are
it.
radical changes. They're not controversial. They're just basic industry standards at this point. We have the
Yeah.
artifact loadouts. Why is this not a thing? We have around 95 characters, 54 artifact sets, and absolutely zero way to save builds. And between those artifact sets, maybe you want to use a 2-piece something, you know? It's not always a 4-piece. Swapping artifacts around is miserably slow. You want to experiment with different teams? Better set aside 10 minutes just to re-equip the right pieces. And sometimes there's like hyper-specific pieces for some characters. For example, for Shangli, you want a high energy recharge and high crit, and then you gotta look through every single timepiece that you have. Bro, it's so bad. Wuthering Waves lets you save and swap entire builds instantly, all at the press of a button. Genshin
I want to make this very clear. This is a loadout. Going into Genshin Impact and doing the save feature where you have to do it for each individual 92 fucking characters to save it, and it only saves one alternative artifact set, is not a real loadout. It's not. That's just not real. It's not. This is a loadout. If you played Call of Duty, this is a fucking loadout. Fuck me. This is a loadout.
all at the press of a button. Genshin players have been begging for this for a long time, for years. And Hoyoverse's response? We hear you. Yes, they added a function to sort
backwards.
artifacts by background color. What? At this point,
insane.
it's like they want you to hate build crafting. No wonder people just get lazy at building. They just slap 2-piece gladiators with 2-piece elemental damage bonus or something. It doesn't make sense. And then we got the portable crafting bench. Oh wait, I missed.
We hear you.
don't have that. Why do I need to teleport for
We
this?
don't
You
have
imagine
that.
you
True.
log in, you open your inventory, realize that you're out of condensed resin. No big deal, right? Wrong. Because now you have to
Kingdom
teleport to a
loadouts.
city, wait through a loading screen, run over to the crafting bench, manually craft your items, and then
92 fucking characters, by the way. Also, a lot of them can use multiple sets. Shengling could use Emblem, Shiku's Deepwood. You could do a bunch of different things. You have Farina, you're gonna have to run Mara Chusio in different units, like let's say a Hu Tao. So Hu Tao could use Crimson. They could use that other one. What is it? Oh my god, Shim. Is it called Crimson? You have 3 sets with Hu Tao. So that artifact system doesn't even work with Hu Tao right there. I mean, there's just so many different things. Shimawawas, it also doesn't actually save the loadout. If you get a new piece, the fast load feature thinks it's better. It'll just load that instead. It's insane. It's insane. EM, attack, crit, all different buildings. Actually, also, good morning, Hamal, Marachathe. Crimson Witch, Shima your mother in the asshole, and then in game, of course, and then after that, it's just insane. It's just insane, you know. It's fucking trash. The new game mode is trash. Oh, we're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over that. We're gonna do that right after. What? Want anything?
Teleport back to whatever you're actually trying to do. Like literally, you have to go out of a domain, teleport out, and then go back, teleport there, and then you gotta go back in this domain and farm it. It's just such a hassle. And some players have long loading times, making this process even more painful. It's not like Wuthering Waves where most people are playing on PC anyway. I think.
Don't worry, we're gonna record a video on the new game mode today. Don't stress.
Genshin players actually play on their phones sometimes. HSR and Wu will let you craft straight from the menu because they respect your time, and Genshin is still pretending that teleporting back and forth is essential gameplay mechanic. This is a solvable problem. You know how we have the portable waypoint? Just give us a portable crafting bench. or better yet, just put a crafting tab in the menu.
Came out
the fact that
2009
we're still forced to detour to make
know.
basic materials is insane. And then let's talk about the daily respawn of overworld Ascension Mats. Why are we still waiting 48 hours? Leveling up a new character in Genshin? Hope you enjoy waiting, because overworld Ascension Mats in Genshin, like the flowers and stuff, they only respawn every 48 hours. This forces you to either wait 2 days just to continue farming or awkwardly beg for another player's world, praying to God.
I don't know how people who aren't streamers build their characters in one day. I'm thankful enough to be able to have a community that I was able to steal flowers from. But I mean, Jesus Christ, like I don't know how you defend this. This is dumb. I think a respawn in itself, I think 24 hours is acceptable. Good morning, Loon. How are you? I think you go to rando worlds, and you get people fucked. I'm actually waiting in the whole Nalan update. Skirt, really just like her design. Why do you have to wait 3 days? Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks. You cannot build a character in 1 day. Sadly, only pre-farm to post-farm. The thing is like I'm not even mad about the fact, like, if you want to add a respawn timer, right? If you want to add a respawn timer, okay, fine. But at least only make it a day, right? I don't know about Genshin. I don't know if Genshin does this anymore because I don't pay attention to their shit. But Wuwo will show you the Ascension mats, so that way, if you know that they're available in the game, like, you have a couple days to save up, so that way you could still technically build them 1 day. Maybe Genshin does do that, and I don't know. I'm not too sure. But regardless, the respawn timer being 2 days is just intrinsically dumb.
God, that they are not building the new character or the rerun character you just pulled. Wuthering Waves resets these daily, making farming consistent and flexible. There is just no reason to have 40.
You also have the shop that you can buy a fuck ton. I think there's like 2 or 3 shops. You know what I'm saying? Also, Posh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Good morning, man. Welcome in. How are you?
8-hour timer on something so essential to progression. It's just artificial scarcity. This outdated system actively discourages people from building new characters. Why is a game that thrives on character variety making it harder to level up those characters? It just doesn't make sense. But let's talk about the real thing.
No, I agree with you, Wilma, 100%, right? So, I don't like farming the overall mats, but I'm kind of okay with that being able to finish in a day, similar to Carlotta and I be doable in a day because she needed a new weekly boss. Yeah, I think you don't need to finish all of them in a day. And I think, to me, the characters are already resin locked, right? So there is really no way for a new unit to get built in one single day. But why add an additional lock on top of the resin lock that's already going to take you multiple days, right? Unless you have banked resin and you're refreshing. It's just another layer of barrier to entry that makes it harder for the player to have fun. And that is the problem. So absolutely agree. I don't think new units should be able to be built in one single day, right? I agree with you on that. But yeah, it's just fucking insane. It's just shitty. I don't know why I need 168 flowers for one character. It's absurd. For a respawn timer is okay, but the material abundant in another way to get it to, making people play along and picking it. Yeah, exactly. Like mint picking, you know? Like fucking mint picking. That, you know what I'm saying? It's, come on. Getting echoes versus getting artifacts is a whole different ballgame, though. For sure. But I'm not even talking about echoes. I'm not even referencing echoes. Yo, what's going on? Other chair? How you feeling, brother? Good morning. I'm specifically talking about talents and actually leveling the characters. Putting echoes to the side. Echoes have nothing to do with this. Just building and leveling the characters. There's a baseline of RNG slash not RNG. There is RNG, right? Because it's the number of rewards you get. But baseline resin restrictions off rip. Why add another restrictions tab? Chair, I appreciate you. Good morning, both chairs. I take your character levels with max level and Woo with the minute you pull them, something we take granted. Not gonna lie, feels amazing. It does. That assumes that you have the time on the 3rd day. Imagine you can only play in the weekends. Exactly. Info. Overworld farming and mats against an Echo Tuner's equivalent. It's a pointless clock box. Yep, 100%. 100%. Levels 1 to 10, 9 weeks to max. No, I really like 1 day time gaming because it gives me the sense of satisfaction when I can log in. I know, okay, guys, it's Wednesday, so Wednesday means I could do this domain, but then after that, I could do it again Sunday. I really like it because it makes me really excited. It makes me want to come. It's like, fuck off, bro. Holy shit. No, it's really cool though. It's really cool. You don't like that? I like that a lot. I like it a lot.
Genshin's resin system isn't really a problem. It's not great, but it's manageable. The real nightmare is the drop system, the farming system. If you've ever spent weeks farming for a single good artifact, congratulations. You now understand psychological torment. Other gacha games are moving forward. Genshin, it's still making you pray for unusable stats like it's a slot machine rigged against you. So it should be a good idea to add in a double artifact drop event. Why is this not a thing? Farming artifacts in Genshin is like playing the lottery, except instead of money, you win disappointment. You finally get the right set, but the wrong piece. You finally get the right piece, but the wrong main stat. You finally get the right main stat. All of the substat roll into flat defense. And then after weeks of this, your reward is an artifact that makes you question your entire life. Meanwhile, other gacha games, they still have this really bad upgrading system, sure, but they're out here handing out double drop events like candy. Honkai Star Rail, HSR, ZZZ, and WUA all have them. I don't know about the others, but it's literally a scheduled event for WUA. Genshin already does the double ley line and the talent book events. So why not artifacts? The system is already in place, they just won't use it. It's baffling. The worst part of artifact farming isn't even the RNG. It's the fact that they could make it better but choose not to. And it's also a good thing to add in a resin reserve overflow system. Stop.
Bro, the thing is like, so you can't even like the talent system being locked to a day of the week would be way more tolerable if there was a resin overflow system that allowed you to not log. You could only log in one day a week, and being that Sunday, you know, hey, on that Sunday, I am going to lock down and do all my talents, and I'm going to do my artifacts. But since there's no resin system, no resin overflow system, it just sucks. It sucks, you know? Those restrictions against it are insane. I tried building characters at day ones and almost impossible because everyone is aware of the same. Oh, 100% Moon, exactly. It's like 25% chance to win at least free ticket in the lottery and 95% chance to lose an artifact, exactly. I love you, get up at some time, I can stand your ass. Dude, here's the thing, man. I love Genshin. Like, guys, like, I can't stress it. I know the fucking dumb people are not gonna, like, guys, like, I met my girlfriend because of a Genshin collab I did, right? Like, I love this video game. I do. But holy fuck, the community is so insufferable. And the developers are so fucking stupid. And it just blows my mind that they dick suck. There's a GIF. Wait. There's a GIF. Hold on, I'm going to pull this up. Some dude was hating on me yesterday on Twitter. Wait, hold on. I got you. This is the GIF of the Hoyo community. This is it. This is them. Hold on, I got a meme for this. Well, yeah, trash EC that spreads hate and misinformation for fun. You should see the reason. Guy's a fucking idiot. But like, it's like, why? Like, yes, no, not every one of the, like, I like Doro. It's not Doro, but like, well, I mean, sometimes just some stupid shit as well. No, good morning, brother. Good morning, bro. People are just being my number one dick suckers lately, bro. Like, absolutely be my number one dick suckers, right? Like, if dick riding was a sport, you'd be in first place, brother. If dick riding was a sport, you'd absolutely be number one. Yeah, but it's just insane. These people, Koro 44 is crazy. He's got real with us. Yeah, we'll Resin Overflow just wants to stay online. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Again, good morning, Nando. So yeah, it's just stupid. It's like, why? Like, you're ruining your game. You're ruining your game, right?
Punishing players for having lives. Let's talk about Resin. More specifically, the completely unnecessary stress of hitting the cap. In Genshin, if your Resin maxes out.
This is an outdated video. There's Wuthering 200 Resin now. Glaivekiyo is the biggest piece of shit on the platform. That's Wuthering outdated.
You start losing potential resources unless you log in immediately. Other games, they convert excess resin to a reserve that can be used later. This system already exists in ZZZ, HSR, and WUA. Again, it respects players' time instead of forcing them to log in just to avoid waste. Genshin's current system is outdated. It assumes players have nothing better to do than micromanage their resin before it overflows. Other games understand that people have lives. Genshin still acts like you should schedule your entire day around resource management. And look, if there's one thing Genshin consistently fails at, it's respecting players' time. And nowhere is that more obvious than with weekly bosses. Every week you get a nice little chore list. Go kill 3 separate bosses, burn resin, and pray the that way that the game gives you the materials you need instead of random junk. This system is outdated, unnecessarily restrictive, and compared to literally every other Hoyoverse game, completely behind the times. Let us fight the same boss 3 times. It's not that hard. Right now, if you need materials from one specific boss, too bad. You have to fight 3 different ones just to get your weekly rewards.
What's good, anime?
Zenless Zero, Wuthering Waves, and Honkai Star Rail all let you farm the same boss multiple times per week.
So Zenless Zero has the best system. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe me and Red spoke about this, so I could be misremembering a little bit. But the first 3 clears of any boss that you want or a particular boss is completely free, but then after that is infinitely farmable. Oh my god, guys, Glaivekiyo raided me while we're watching the Glaivekiyo video. My bad, brother, I got my alerts off. Glaive, I gotta be honest with you. Great video, but I noticed you use an outdated screenshot of the resin here. The resin cap is now actually 200 as opposed to 160. So if we can keep it down on the misinformation, I really would love that if that's okay with you, all right? You know, bricked video. This changes nothing. Yo, good morning, Glaive people. What's going on? What's going on? Good morning, boys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Wait, let me pause the room. All right, so yeah, Glaive just joined stream. I had to tell him why his video is factually wrong and Dawei deserves to buy a 7th bot. I actually enjoy debating shit like this. So many people hate it. Disagreeing isn't a personal attack. I feel personally attacked. Well, last one, I'm personally attacking you because you're a bitch.
And it's not about making the game easier, it's about removing pointless restrictions. There's no logical reason why you shouldn't be able to fight the same boss 3 times.
No, there's a logical reason.
And let's talk about the interconversion of weekly boss drops. Just give us the materials.
Oh, fuck Dream. War. Fuck Dream Solvents. Oh my god, on life. And whoever made Dream Solvents, your mom's a fucking hoe. Your mom's a fucking hoe. Dream Solvents are the worst fucking thing in Gacha gaming history. Shit's fucking ass. If you do. I'm about to get triggered. I'm about to get triggered. Yo, Panda, good morning, good morning, good morning. I really like Brand because it's quick-saw gameplay. Cookie Cook. It's just, why does it cost materials to convert weekly, make it free? Okay, here's a better option, right? Because let's just say, by the way, this 1000% not true, but let's just say Dawei can't figure out how to make the weekly boss drop selectable, right? Okay, here's a perfect solution. Every time you do a boss, it drops 4 Dream Solvents. That way, if you get the wrong piece, you have sufficient amount of Dream Solvents based on your drop potential that you have, and you can go and convert it for free. It's literally the easiest thing. Like, again, that's saying, like, just make 1 boss drop. Well, so that's the thing, Lux. They won't do that. And so this is a solution based in the reality of their dumb coding and the way they think. And also, boys, thank you for the follows again. I appreciate you. So it's just you don't need 3 mats. But if they're going to stick to the 3 mats, fine. Drop a sufficient amount of Dream Solvent and make the conversion free. It's very simple solutions that are based in the ground of realism and reality in the way and the structure and the environment they have created. It's absolutely fucking absurd that these things don't exist. It is.
That we need. The worst part of this whole system, you can kill the boss, spend your resin.
Like, there's no counter argument to what I just said. There is physically no counter argument. There's none. They're doing people do, man. What? I know Dream Solvents are useless. Yeah, they're useless because there doesn't need to be a need for fucking multiple boss drops, right?
And still not get what you need. HSR lets you convert weekly boss drops into materials that you actually need. Genshin, no. You just have to hope that the game blesses you. The fact that you can spend resin and still be at the mercy of the RNG is absurd. You already did the fight. You already burned your resources. Why does Genshin think that you should have to gamble for what you need after that? But let's also talk about the conversion of excess overworld boss drops. Stop hoarding junk. Let's be real. At some point, you probably checked your inventory and realized you have hundreds of useless boss drops collecting dust.
It's inventory, by the way, Glaive. It's inventory, not inventory. It's inventory. Just so you know, just wanted to give you a little, just helping you out, man. Just helping you out. You know?
They used to be valuable, but now they're just there. So meanwhile, HSR has a system that lets you convert
the crown. Don't even get me started on the crowns, guys. I literally made the video. Shout out to Glaive. I literally made a video on how to fix Genshin Impact 4 weeks ago as well. Literally, I broke down every single thing, every single problem, and how to fix it in the realism. YouTube was going on. I'm back with another video. TTVE underscore. Oh, Ethan, shut the fuck up. You know, and like some of the comments are just brain dead. They're just so brain dead. They're just absolutely so brain dead. It just blows my mind.
Convert all boss materials.
You know, you could say the most normal base, the most great take about the game, and then they'll still shit on you.
Something useful. This prevents resource bloat. You're not stuck with mountains of junk. It lets you actually use your hard-earned materials instead of watching them rot. It's a basic quality of life feature that any game that respects its players' time should have. Genshin, on the other hand, operates like a stingy landlord. You get what they give you, and if you don't like it, too bad, buddy. Remove dedicated domains. Stop controlling players' schedules.
God.
Time
Congrats,
gating in
brother.
Genshin Impact is
I
one
love
of
that
the
for you.
worst offenders. And at this point, there's no justification for it. Imagine this, you finally get the new 5-star you have been saving for. So you go farm their talents and weapons, and then oh wait, it's the wrong day. It only opens on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Well, tough luck, loser. How is Genshin talents and weapon materials locked behind specific days? It's forcing you to log in on the game's terms, not
like
yours.
100 something?
Honkai Star Rail got rid of this.
I think it was like $50.
Hey, don't even mention Bua, bruh. You can farm what you need
I heard
when you need
that
it.
deal.
There is no reason why a game that rakes in billions of dollars still forces players to plan their week around talent books. It's outdated, unnecessary, and it makes progression way slower than it needs to be. We need a better rerun system because the Chronicle banners
Joe, I love you. Thank you. Thank you.
aren't enough. Let's talk about the reruns, because if you miss a limited character in Genshin, you better be ready to wait a full year or more just to get another.
Chronicle Wish should easily last for 3 patches. If you're not going to make it last for 3 patches, at least make it last for 4 banner cycles. So pretty much 2 patches. There's no reason for Chronicle Wish to last 30 days or 28 days. And then you have Chronicle Wish, and then you have potentially 2 other good units with 2 other good weapons. It's super dumb, it's super greedy, it's super predatory, and if you make Chronicle Wish last longer, you will literally just make more money. I don't understand it, you know? For the return events, I thought they removed the day-gated mats. No, Cherry, they removed it for people who haven't logged in a while. But everyone else can go fuck themselves, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why they don't make Chronicle Wish banner use standard pose. Well, that's the other thing too, right? I'm not even going to sit here and argue that. Like, I'll leave that alone. Like, it should absolutely be standard pose. But even if it's not standard pose, there's no reason it should be 27 days. Like, right? Like, that's fucking dog shit. That's absolutely dog shit. Don't just drop the game after release. That's valid. That's absolutely valid.
They're shot. Oh, you like Shunher? Yeah, you missed her? Oh, you started playing after her banner? You can't get her? Too bad. Her rerun banner is literally the chronicled banners, bro. Like, Genshin's new chronicled banners sound good in theory, but in practice, they rely on standard banner pity, which means they're not a reliable way to get older characters. There's a reason people joke that they'll be in their 30s by the time certain characters get another rerun. And you know how young the player base is, right? The problem isn't just waiting. It's the fact that Genshin makes reruns feel like a lottery. And let's talk about the final one. Permanent events instead of deleting content. Genshin has this fantastic habit of introducing some of its best content and then deleting it forever. Story events, gone. You remember that Meteor event? It was gone for a few years, and then they brought it back after a lot of people complained that that's part of the lore. How about unique minigames? Gone. At this point, entire story arcs have vanished. And if you weren't there when they happened, too bad. Meanwhile, HSR and Rua actually keep certain events at permanent content, allowing new players to experience them at their own pace. It is genuinely baffling. Genshin already struggles with feeling empty outside of updates, and their solution is to actively remove things that make the game more interesting. At the end of the day, I want it to stay at the top. And I mean this genuinely, I do want it to stay at the top. But the reality is, other gacha games, especially Wuthering Waves, are showing what a modern gacha should look like. Are you watching Genshin-kun? Wuthering Waves on Nichan is showing me a good time. If Genshin doesn't start keeping up, it's going to fall behind. And
Cookie Rerun. That's what I'm saying.
Considering how much money this game makes, there is zero excuse for Hoyoverse not to implement these changes. So Hoyoverse, you asked for feedback, here it is. Now do something about it.
Yeah, great video, but I noticed you included the wrong screenshot for the resin, buddy. Therefore, the other 18 minutes and 52 seconds are invalid. Love you. So, okay, cool. Yeah, great video. Glaive cooked. Outdated video is what it is said to say.